Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. This one comes straight from your requests. We're tackling a topic that's, well, it's becoming pretty hard to ignore if you're running or even working in a small business these days. AI agents.
Yeah, it's definitely buzzing. And we've got some really interesting material to sift through today. Sources looking at why these agents are shaping up to be less hype and more essential for staying competitive.
Absolutely. So our mission here is simple. Cut through all that noise.
Yeah.
We want to pull out the key takeaways. What are AI agents really? Why now? Why the sudden urgency? And, most importantly, how can you actually start using them to help your business?
Exactly. Moving past the theory to the practical stuff.
Okay, so let's just dive right in. When we say AI agent, what does that actually mean? How is it different from, say, the automation software we might have used for years? Our sources had a pretty good analogy for this.
They did. Think about traditional automation, maybe like a macro in Excel, or an old-school rule-based chatbot. That's kind of like a train on fixed tracks.
Okay, fixed tracks.
Right. It does exactly what you program it to do, step by step. If something unexpected happens, well, it gets stuck. It can't really adapt.
Got it. So how's the AI agent different then? More like a car.
Yeah, that's the comparison. An AI agent is more like giving someone a destination in a car with a GPS. You tell it the goal, maybe handle basic customer questions on the website or schedule my social media posts.
And it figures out how to get there.
Pretty much. It uses its smarts to figure out the best steps, and it can adapt if things change a bit. It understands context, makes some decisions. It's not just rigidly following if-then rules like that train.
Ah, okay. So it's that ability to understand the goal and be flexible in achieving it. That's the core difference.
Precisely. It leverages advanced AI, often those large language models, the tech behind things like, ChatGPT that people are playing with to process information and act based on understanding. It's much more dynamic.
That makes sense. Setting an outcome, not just scripting every single action. So why now? Why is this the moment for small businesses to really pay attention? Our sources pointed to two big things happening at once.
Yeah, the first one is huge. Accessibility. AI used to feel like this luxury item only giant corporations could afford. That's completely flipped.
How so?
Well, the cost has just plummeted. You don't need massive servers or dedicated IT wizards anymore for a lot of this. Many really powerful AI tools, including agent-like capabilities, are available through affordable subscriptions. Some even have free starting tiers.
So it runs in the cloud or?
Right, runs on cheap cloud services, or it's actually being built into software you might already be using, your accounting package, your CRM, that kind of thing. What needed an expert before is often becoming much more plug and play.
Okay, so the cost and complexity barriers are way down.
Yeah.
And the other piece is the competitive pressure, right?
Absolutely. Businesses that are starting to use AI, they're seeing real measurable benefits, and that's creating a gap. Early adopters aren't just talking theory, they're seeing it in their results. One survey we looked at found 91% of small firms using AI said it boosted revenue. 90% reported improved efficiency.
91% revenue boost. Wow, that's significant.
It's huge. It shows this isn't just a marginal improvement.
Is this adoption widespread yet or still kind of niche?
It's really accelerating. Well, maybe only about 1 in 4 small businesses had formally integrated AI deeply when one survey was done. The experimentation level is way up. Globally, something like 75% of SMBs are trying AI out in some form.
75% experimenting.
And in the U.S.?
Even more focused. In the U.S., 69% of small businesses started using some form of AI just in the past year.
Okay, 69% in 12 months. That's a massive shift.
It really is. And get this. Of that 69%, a whopping 76% said they saw business growth because of it. So this isn't just potential anymore. It's proven impact happening right now. So accessible, affordable, proven results. Okay, that definitely makes the case for why now. But let's get practical. For a busy small business owner juggling a million things, what can these AI agents actually do day to day? What are those key benefits?
Right, this is where the rubber meets the road. The sources lay out several key areas where these agents offer real advantages, especially when budgets are tight.
Let's start with the obvious one everyone wants, saving time and money.
Definitely a big one. AI agents are fantastic for those repetitive tasks that just soak up hours. Think sorting through emails, basic data entry, organizing files, even adjusting online ad spending based on how ads are performing.
Something needs doing but isn't exactly strategic.
Exactly. Automating that frees you and your team up for the important stuff, talking to customers, developing new ideas, growing the business. Every hour an AI handles a routine task is an hour you get back. The U.S. Chamber actually highlighted this AI helps optimize resources and cut costs, which is critical when margins are thin.
And does that improve efficiency help with things like, well, mistakes, human error?
Oh, absolutely. We all make mistakes, right? A typo in an invoice, forgetting a follow-up, ordering too much or too little stock. These things cost real money and can damage your reputation.
So the AI is just more consistent.
Incredibly consistent once set up right. They don't get tired or distracted. The source has mentioned examples like AI automatically reconciling bookkeeping entries, catching discrepancies way faster than someone could manually, or AI monitoring inventory precisely, triggering reorders to avoid both costly overstock and losing sales because you ran out. Fewer errors means less wasted money and smoother operations.
Okay, this next one sounds really powerful, especially for smaller players. Getting deep data insights without needing a data scientist on staff.
Yeah, this is where AI agents can really level the playing field. Small businesses actually have a ton of data sales figures, website traffic, customer feedback, social media interactions, but who has the time or the expertise to dig through it all?
Right, it just sits there
Yeah.
usually.
Exactly. AI agents can act like your own analytical brain. You can point them at your data, and they can spot trends, which products sell well together, when your customers are most active online, common themes and feedback. And the key is, they don't just crunch numbers. They can often explain the insights in plain English.
Like that coffee roaster example.
Precisely. That family business used AI to analyze customer lifetime value and figure out their marketing ROI. The owner called it getting big business intelligence on a small business budget. It lets you make smarter, data-driven decisions instead of just relying on gut feeling.
Smarter decisions usually lead to better customer service and finding new leads, too. How do agents help there?
Hugely important areas, for sure. And AI agents can be tireless frontline assistants here. Chatbots are the obvious example. They can answer common questions. What are your hours? Do you ship internationally? Instantly, 24/7 on your website or social media.
That's service most small businesses just can't afford otherwise.
Exactly. And they can do more now. Qualify leads by asking initial questions, book appointments directly into your calendar, even make product recommendations based on what the customer is looking at. Some CRM providers are embedding AI sales agents that can chat with prospects online, understand their basic needs, and schedule a follow-up call with a human sales rep.
So your team only talks to pre-qualified interested people.
Right. It makes lead generation way more efficient and dramatically improves how quickly you respond to customers. It's like having extra staff working around the clock, but at a tiny fraction of the cost. Your human team can then focus on the more complex relationship building stuff.
And just bringing it back to basics, that automation of repetitive tasks seems to underpin a lot of this. Any other really concrete examples?
Oh yeah, the sources were full of them. It's where AI agents really shine. Think email. AI assistants drafting replies to common inquiries, sorting your inbox, flagging urgent messages, accounting. AI tools may be built into something like QuickBooks, automatically categorizing expenses, sending out reminders for overdue invoices, spotting anomalies.
Inventory, too, you mentioned.
Definitely. Beyond just tracking, AI can forecast demand based on past sales, seasonality, even local events or weather. Then it can alert you or even automatically place reorders when stock runs low. It's about taking that drudgery, the essential but boring stuff, off everyone's plate. As one report put it, AI helps small businesses do more work in less time, frees up mental energy.
So if you put all these benefits together, the time and cost savings, fewer errors, the data insights, better customer interactions, automating the grunt work, what's the big picture impact for a small business?
It means they can operate way more efficiently, compete more effectively, and even innovate more, all without needing a massive budget increase or hiring tons of new people. The data backs this up. Strongly remember that 86% of SMBs using AI reported improved profit margins.
86%. Impressive.
It really is. AI agents essentially allow a small operation to punch above its weight, achieving a level of sophistication and speed that used to be reserved for much larger companies. They unlock hidden potential.
It really helps to see this isn't just abstract. Our sources shared some great real-world examples of small businesses actually doing this.
Yeah, and they show it's not just for tech companies. Take Henry's House of Coffee, that family roaster we mentioned. They weren't building custom AI. They used available tools.
As their analytical brain, right?
Exactly. Analyzing customer data acquisition costs, lifetime value, using AI tools for marketing tasks, like generating SEO-friendly descriptions for their coffee beans online. They even tailored an AI chatbot to sound like their brand and handle customer questions. The owner said it helps them compete faster and smarter. That's the goal, isn't it?
Absolutely. What about the cookie dough company? Something sweet cookie dough sounds very different.
Another great case, a family business integrating AI in multiple places. They used AI features already in their e-commerce platform, Shopify, for things like inventory and finance tracking. Their manufacturer even used AI sensors during mixing to cut down on waste, which benefits them indirectly.
That's interesting, the supply chain angle.
Right. And they used common tools like ChatGPT for creative work, social media posts, product descriptions. They even made AI-assisted videos to answer frequently asked questions on their website. They directly credit AI with helping their growth and letting them compete on a national level. It shows you can sprinkle AI across different parts of the business.
And that pizza place example had a really stark ROI number. Rapid-fired pizza.
Yeah, that one really highlights the direct sales impact for a local business. They set up an AI chatbot on Facebook Messenger, specifically for handling promotions and taking orders. The result over just 4 months. Over $16,000 in new sales directly from that chatbot.
Wow. And the cost.
Their ad spend for that campaign was only about $2,500. That's a fantastic return. Plus, they built a subscriber list of nearly 3,800 people for future marketing. It wasn't just engagement, it was AI driving real dollars.
What strikes me about all these examples is, well, these aren't tech geniuses. They're regular entrepreneurs finding tools that work for them. And once they saw real results, things moving faster, less waste, more money coming in, any skepticism just seemed to evaporate.
Exactly. The practical benefits just win out over the perceived hurdles.
Speaking of hurdles, let's circle back to the numbers, because they don't just show the trend, they also help us tackle some of those lingering doubts and myths.
The data really paints a picture of rapid change. We heard those adoption numbers, 69% of U.S. small businesses starting with AI in the last year, 75% experimenting globally. It's moving fast. And the performance difference is clear. 91% of users boosting revenue, 90% efficiency gains, 86% better profit margins.
So a definite performance advantage for AI adopters.
And the flip side is crucial too. Remember that stat. Around 43% of small businesses reportedly have no plans for AI yet. In this climate, that's not just staying put. It's actively risking falling behind as competitors get faster and smarter. Businesses using AI are also more likely to be hiring, expanding, reporting higher satisfaction. A real gap is opening up.
That competitive angle is sharp.
Okay.
But even hearing all that, I bet some listeners are thinking, yeah, but isn't AI going to take my team's jobs? Or maybe it just sounds too expensive for my little business. Let's hit those myths head on.
Myth number 1, AI will replace my team. That's a huge fear, understandably. But the reality, at least with today's AI agents, is they mostly empower your existing team. They take over the tedious, repetitive, frankly, soul-crushing tasks.
Digital grunt work.
Exactly, which frees up your people, your valuable human employees, for the stuff that needs creativity, critical thinking, empathy, complex problem solving, stuff AI just can't do well.
So it's more like a super efficient helper.
Precisely. Think of them like eager interns. They need direction, oversight, and final approval. The companies getting the best results use AI to augment their staff, not replace them. AI might draft an email, but your marketing manager refines the tone. AI answers basic FAQs, but a human handles the tricky complaints. It might even create new roles, someone to manage the AI tools, someone to analyze the insights. Your people remain essential. They just get to do more interesting work.
Okay, empowerment, not replacement. Got it.
Yeah.
Myth number 2, AI is too expensive for a small business. You touched on this earlier. Costs have changed.
This one is definitely outdated thinking. Yes, building custom AI from scratch for a giant corporation is wildly expensive. But the AI agents we're talking about, they leverage affordable cloud platforms and pre-built models. Many have free tiers or trials. Subscriptions are often very reasonable, scaled for small business budgets.
And you have to consider the savings, right?
Absolutely. Look at the ROI. The time saved, the errors avoided, the potential sales boost, these often pay for the tool many times over and quickly. That coffee machine analogy is spot on, seems like an upfront cost, but it saves you money daily. AI is becoming as accessible as basic accounting software now.
Myth number 3. It's just too complicated. I'm not a tech person.
You really don't need to be a coder anymore. The interfaces are getting so much better. Many tools are conversational. You literally chat with them. Others use simple drag-and-drop setups or provide templates for common business tasks.
So it's more about knowing what you want it to do.
Exactly. Success is about understanding your business process and being able to explain your goal, often just in plain English. Is there a learning curve? Sure, a bit. But there are tons of tutorials, help guides, online communities. If you can use email or a smartphone, you can learn to use these tools. Don't let the tech fear hold you back. Start simple.
And what about trust? AI makes mistakes, right? We hear about hallucinations.
It's true, AI isn't infallible. Sometimes outputs can be weird or incorrect, but honestly, for many routine, structured tasks, data entry, calculations, following checklists, AI agents can actually be more consistent and less error-prone than humans who get tired or distracted.
And you stay in charge.
Critically, yes, you are in control. You define the task, set the boundaries, review the output. You start with low-risk applications. Reputable tools are constantly improving safety and accuracy. With the right setup and human oversight, AI can actually reduce your overall error rate significantly. It's a powerful tool, but like any power tool, you use it carefully and supervise it.
So pulling back, these AI agents aren't magic, and they're not job-stealing robots. They're powerful tools, like power tools for your business, as one source put it, making the heavy lifting easier while you guide the work.
And the businesses realizing that are already reaping the rewards, while those holding back, well, they're facing a growing opportunity cost.
Let's make that opportunity cost really concrete. Our sources had some great side-by-side scenarios, business as usual without AI versus with AI.
Yeah, take a small retail store. Without AI, they're probably tracking inventory manually, maybe on a spreadsheet. They're guessing when to reorder, leading to cash tied up in overstock, or worse, lost sales because they ran out of popular items. Hours spent counting stock. Marketing analysis is basic, maybe ineffective.
Okay, the typical struggle. Now, with AI.
With AI, an agent monitors stock levels automatically, maybe integrates with their sales system. It forecasts demand based on past sales, seasonality, maybe even local events. It sends alerts to reorder or might even place orders automatically based on preset rules. It analyzes sales data to suggest better product placement or bundles.
And the result?
Less cash stuck in inventory, fewer missed sales, hours of manual counting saved. They get sophisticated analytics like a big chain, but for a small monthly fee. Big efficiency gain.
Okay, what about a totally different business, like a small cafe?
Similar operational pains without AI. Guessing how much coffee to brew, how many pastries to bake, leading to waste or running out by 10 a.m. Marketing might be haphazard. Customer questions pile up after hours. Staff scheduling is a nightmare, leading to being overwhelmed or overstaffed.
Sounds familiar. And with AI?
With AI, an agent could predict daily customer traffic using past data, maybe factoring in weather forecasts, suggest optimal prep amounts, help optimize staff schedules for busy periods. A simple chatbot on their website or Facebook answers common questions 247 hours, menu items, maybe takes simple orders. An AI tool helps generate consistent social media posts.
Big impact there.
Less food waste, potentially higher sales from being properly stocked and staffed, much better customer responsiveness, and hours of admin time saved. It's like getting an assistant manager focused on efficiency for a very low cost.
One more, a solo service provider, like a marketing consultant.
This shows how AI helps scale an individual. Without AI, they're limited by their own hours. So much time spent on manual research, writing reports, drafting content, analyzing campaign results. Their income is directly capped by how many hours they can work.
Right, they hit a ceiling with AI.
With AI, agents become their virtual support team. An AI research tool pulls market data in minutes instead of half a day. AI drafts initial blog posts, social media updates, ad copy-cutting writing time drastically. An AI analytics tool crunches campaign numbers, highlights trends, suggests improvements.
So they can handle more clients.
Exactly. They can manage significantly more clients, maybe 8 or 10 instead of 5, offer more value because they have better insights, and increase their revenue potential substantially just by adding some affordable AI tools. They become a one-person powerhouse, competing effectively with larger agencies.
Those examples really hammer it home. It's not just about saving a few minutes. It's about enabling a whole different level of operation and competitiveness. The cost of not exploring this feels substantial.
Yeah, it shifts the perspective. It's less about adopting bleeding-edge tech and more about adopting modern, efficient business practices. And even starting small in one area can make a noticeable difference.
Okay, so if listeners are convinced, if they see the potential, how do they actually start? It can still feel like a big leap. Our sources laid out a pretty clear step-by-step roadmap.
Yeah, it breaks it down nicely. Step 1 is simple. Identify pain points and repetitive tasks. Just make a list. What eats your time? What do you hate doing? Answering the same 5 emails every day, scheduling meetings, entering expense data, posting to social media, finding those inventory discrepancies. Look for the low-hanging fruit, the task that, if automated, would give you the biggest sigh of relief or free up the most time.
Okay, find the biggest annoyance. Step 2.
Find a beginner-friendly AI tool for that specific thing. Don't try to boil the ocean. If email is the pain, look for AI email assistants. If it's writing, look for AI writing tools. Scheduling, AI schedulers. Look specifically for tools marketed to small businesses. They're usually simpler.
Use check existing software too.
Definitely. Check your accounting software, your website platform, Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace. They're all adding AI features. You might already have something useful. Look for free trials or low-cost plans to start. Ease of use is key here.
Target one problem, find one simple tool. Step 3.
Start small and experiment. Treat it like a mini project. Don't roll it out company-wide on day one. Use the tool for just one specific part of the task or in one department, or just for yourself initially. Maybe the chatbot only handles 3 specific questions to start. Learn how it works, tweak the settings, give it feedback, see if it actually helps. Measure the impact, even anecdotally at first. Did this save me an hour this week? A small success builds confidence.
Pilot project, learn the ropes.
Step 4, integrate it into your workflow. Once you're comfortable, connect it more deeply. Link the chatbot to your website properly. Make sure the AI report generator sends data to your spreadsheet. Crucially, if you have a team, bring them in. Explain what the tool does, how it helps them. Less boring work. Get their input. Set up simple guidelines: who checks the AI's work, who monitors its performance. Make it part of the process, not some scary separate thing.
Communication with the team is vital there. Step 5.
Educate yourself and embrace a collaborative mindset. This isn't about becoming an AI expert. It's about learning how to work with the AI effectively. How do you phrase a good request or prompt? How do you guide it? There are tons of simple tutorials online. And think of the AI like a junior team member. It needs guidance. If the first draft isn't perfect, you don't fire it. You edit it, you tell it how to improve next time, learn its strengths and weaknesses, be constructively critical, but don't give up easily. It's a partnership.
Learn to prompt, work with it, iterate. Okay. And the final step.
Step 6, scale up what works. After using a tool for a bit, evaluate properly. Is it delivering real value, saving time, reducing errors, boosting leads? If yes, then expand its role. Or tackle the next pain point on your list with another AI agent. Plan it out in phases maybe, and measure the results clearly. Chatbot cut response time by 80%. Inventory AI saved us $5 Kers in stock. Celebrate those wins with your team, and keep an eye on new tools emerging. Each successful integration makes your business stronger.
That roadmap feels very doable. Start small, prove the value, then expand carefully.
Exactly. You don't have to do it all at once, and you don't have to figure it out in isolation. Use the free trials, watch some tutorials, talk to other business owners, just dip a toe in. That first step is the most important one right now.
So to wrap this up, we've looked at what AI agents are, these more dynamic, goal-driven tools. We've seen why now is the key moment, with costs down and adoption soaring, proving real business growth. We've detailed the benefits: saving time, cutting errors, unlocking insights, better service. We heard those real-world examples. We tackled the myths. And we've got that clear 6-step roadmap to get started.
A core message coming through loud and clear from the sources is, this isn't science fiction anymore. AI agents for small business are here, they're accessible, and they're fast becoming as standard as having a website was maybe 15 years ago. The advice boils down to, start small, think big, act now.
Find that one nagging task. Try a simple tool. Think bigger about where this could eventually take your business. But act now, because that gap between adopters and non-adopters is widening fast.
Yeah, bringing AI agents into your business isn't just about tech, it's a strategic move. It's about making your business faster, smarter, more responsive, more resilient. Every little win you get with AI adds up, giving you a real competitive edge over time.
The tools are out there, many are easy to try. The potential is huge. The only question left is, what's the first small step you're going to take? What's the first agent you'll experiment with?